Okay, I'm gonna try to do this quick. I showered and changed my clothes and sunglasses. So Wayne asked that I clarify a couple things, particularly the morphic field things. And also, it's gonna be hot because I have my windows rolled up for sound. So the morphic fields, seeds, and then also the eminence part of my title. It's so funny because I just start talking and rolling, and everything is related to me and fits together, but I probably don't even explain things in my title. So the eminence aspect is the heavenly, it's the eternal, it's the idea. You could think of it as like idealism or something. So like Barbie's the ideal, but she's not real. That's the thing. It's like she's eternal. They even say that in the Barbie movie. But in order to be real, to enter into humanity, to enter into the emergent thing, she enters into suffering. She enters into the pain of being. So you could also think of eminence as just like the idea of a thing, the encapsulating static thing. But there's always a dynamism even with names. You know, the name, you have to resurrect the dead father. So the name could be the father who then has to die and then reemerge in the consciousness of the child or the son. The name can stay the same. This is actually why I talk about iconic thinking, because if you have iconic thinking, to some sense, that dynamism is baked in. The death and rebirth is baked in. It's kind of a spiral. An icon is a spiral. It's an ever-expanding reality, rather than like the closed circle of a static definitional name. That's why I say like definitional understanding is nothing. Definitional understanding is like it's a constant appeal to the ideal without any acknowledgement of the necessary incarnationality, the incarnational reality of the name having to live within the personal nature of whoever's saying it. This is why we're always saying, like, what do you mean by that? Well, we're getting at it's fine to have the ideal. That's fine. You need it. You need the name. But what do you mean by that? Do we mean the same thing? And you can't ever get there through definitions. You have to get there through relationship. The definitions, you can't get there to the you can't get there through the definitions per se, in and of themselves. You know, this is what Maximus and Vervaeke were talking about, is the conflation of essence and definitions, I suppose. And then the morphic field thing is more like, I think of it in terms of crystals or energies, and so like breaking the 4-minute mile. Like we used to think it was impossible, or flying, or whatever. But then all of a sudden when that morphic field, or that first crystal, or that incarnational reality has come into being, then that morphic field gets increasing resonance as more people participate in it and procedurally participate in it, and then all of a sudden, like, consciousness can shift. But the Barbie movie actually plays on that too. Sorry, this is so Barbie movie focused, but it's on my mind. Is because like as things change, how does the real world and then the Barbie world, how do they affect each other? And sometimes people, like, this is in the realm of the ideas and propaganda and or indoctrination or groupthink. That's like that's what we wage war against: powers and principalities, the idea world, the world of the eternal, where I think of it as angelic. So I don't know. I think of it really in terms of the Silmarillion, like the Ainur or whatever, and so like it's emerging too, and it's becoming, and I think it's changing because I don't think anything is a static, eternal, fixed reality, but it's just happening on such like aeons and aeons, ages and ages time frames versus the material, obviously emergent realm where the becoming and change is happening so fast. Like the flux is way more amazing. It's like almost if you look at a time lapse of like a sunflower opening or moving with the sun, or even like the earth changing over time, if you could just go like millions of years, well, like that's almost more like angels are even more than that. So I don't know if that answers the morphic field thing, but that's what I got, and it's hot, so I'm stopping.